Good.
Are you ready?
This is unprecedented.
All right, I'm using some sketchy Wi-Fi, so let's hope I can get this intro out before I lose it again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Spotlight with the first episode of 2022. Lucas, what is going on?
I just want to make this. That was literally Keaton. You know which night I'm talking about when you went.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again.
Hello.
I'm literally gonna be a statue. This is done. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Spotlight. First episode of 2022. New year, same us, same chaos. We can't really rebrand that. But we do have two guests with us as well. One is recurring. So Lucas, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
But perhaps more important is first time guest on the Spotlight. So Jack, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on. Pleasure to be here.
Of course, we're very excited. Okay. Really excited for this episode. And before my Wi-Fi cuts out, I'm just going to toss it over to Therese and Sam for sports. So take it away, ladies.
There are games being postponed or canceled because of COVID, and all the players going like into health and safety protocols. Like obviously it's
Miss
like,
Rona strikes again.
Yep.
No one calls it Corona.
I said Miss Rona. I said Miss.
Yeah.
It's the
Demi Lovato.
I haven't heard someone say that since like March 2020, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
We're bringing it back for 2022.
it starts here. You heard it your first Spotlighters. Miss Rona.
Miss Rona in the chat.
What's going on in the hockey world? First, Lucas Wacker, our fellow.
You want me to say it?
I just want to say some stuff here, First things first, Bruce, our good old man Bruce.
Bruce, there
How
it
do you
is.
feel about him? He almost got the 8 straight wins, but because I know
And
we
you
talked
jinxed
about
it.
I know I jinxed it. So sorry about that. Wait, was he the one that we said that looked like Danny DeVito, or was that Barry Trotz?
That's Barry Trotz.
Very Trotz.
Okay,
They're close
yeah,
though. I could see the resemblance a little
The
bit.
bald man. It's the same thing.
All the bald men blurred together. Like they just.
But yeah, Lucas is loving Bruce.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that guy is the lifesaver I've been waiting for around 8 years, basically. So yeah.
There's a lot of teams ahead of the Canucks. I know, like points.
Okay, Alex, we all can't be the Maple Leafs and near the top of the Atlantic, but for us out here, this is progress.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to like make it too negative or anything, but I just
But like win a playoff round first, will you? I mean,
No comment from Alex.
I don't
yeah,
I don't want to kick you while you're down, Alex, but like
Yeah.
the Rangers are even like above Toronto and like.
Wait, are you sure? Oh, actually, the Rangers did get really hot. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Are
I
you
love
sure?
the
I don't
Rangers.
think- I don't think they're ahead of the Leafs because are you talking about points or like point
They're
percent?
fourth in the league.
Whoa!
Oh, I am.
Whoa. Let me just pull up the standings. You wonder where the Rangers are?
They're fourth.
7th. 7th.
What? No, Toronto's seventh, Alex.
Well, Keaton, I don't know. You want me to look at this? Hello?
Alex, I'm looking at the same. Are we looking at different screens? I literally have New York as fourth and Toronto is seventh. How are they?
Oh, because you're looking at, you can't look at it based on points. You can't look at it based on
Games
points.
played.
You have to be point percentage based on games played. So,
Am I looking
Yeah,
at? Oh, I'm in the points. Okay, we let me go to points percentage.
oh,
Why am I like?
You can tell I don't go on Twitter that much because this is like, okay, I remember seeing this though. Matt Barzal was lost. Like he got lost.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
yeah, I see
Literally
Kevin McAllister.
Didn't know where he was, but the tweets were so funny. Like the one where he needs the child leave.
He's not
That
literally
scene
an
from
NHL
Modern
star,
Family
he's
with
not
Lily
that.
when they're at Disneyland, I think.
Lily, sweetie, don't pull. Lily, heel.
Dad.
So funny.
Heal,
Like,
Lily, heal.
How do you lose? How do you lose him? He's like,
How do you lose?
lose an adult?
You
Who's Matt
forget to
Barzal
cherish
and
her.
Kevin?
Other news, I know Jack's very passionate about tennis. Djokovic, unvaccinated equals can't play at the Australian Open. I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, I think he got the exemption, and then he went to Australia and he got stopped at the border because he got it at like a provincial level, but not a federal. So
What's your opinion?
I enjoy it because like Australia, they've been in a crazy lockdown. So like some Serbian player coming into their country unvaccinated like he's not exempt from the rules. Like he has to deal with everything else that people have been dealing with.
And I like Nadal's response to it. He said something like, obviously I'm going to follow the people who actually know about medicine. And I was like, preach, brother. Yeah, I feel like that's all for sports. But yeah, let's move on to TV.
New season of The Amazing Race is back. Nature is healing. We love to see it. Lucas, you saw it. What did you think of it? Besides the fact that you chose the same people as me to win.
That's interesting.
Get out of town. I look terrible when I come on this show sometimes with this stuff. And it's weird this season because they did it, the first like 3 legs were filmed before COVID.
Okay, I was gonna ask that because my parents were watching it, so I watched some of it and I was like, oh, they're not wearing masks or anything like that. Like, how is this working?
Curious, but apparently like coming back, like 2 teams don't come back. Like they're like, I don't want to come back. And then we know that there's also a couple that breaks up during the show and then they still compete, which is really funny. There's so many people that I like, so it's gonna be really interesting who wins. Hopefully it's my pick, Raquel and Kayla. So
let me get my pick on the record here so that we have it. So then we can cut back to it in future episode when it's done. I'm going with Ryan and Dusty. So that's my pick. So she's going with the all female group. I'm going with the all guys.
The female group was number 1 for me, then Ryan and Dusty. So he basically stole my pick.
Did anyone watch The Bachelor? We met Clayton and his 30 women, and then one of the
30.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the girl who played cornhole and then proceeded to like take herself out? Oh.
I don't know what that word means.
Oh, I'm talking about the girl who took herself out after their really awkward interaction and she was like, I hate him. I hate him. Like, bro.
He was like, why did you say you hated me? And she was like, I never said that. And then they cut to the cameras of her being like, yeah, I hate it.
I will say it was a very, very awkward interaction that like zoomed in on her eating a chicken wing. And I was like, it was definitely like a way to save face for her. And I was like, I probably would have too. Like she took herself out before he could take her out.
Did a lot of wrong things, but in her defense, she did say one thing that was really correct. And I will die on this hill. She said
he's too nice. Wings. Oh, flat wings are not the best wing.
Yeah, flats. No.
Flats are the best.
Flats are the best.
No,
flats are adamant.
What are we talking about?
No.
Flats. Other spotlighters comment flats or drumsticks.
No, the flats are so hard to eat. How do you
know?
Flats.
I hate
flats are the easier one to eat because the drumsticks are really weird.
No, they're not. You got to handle like the flats. I think it's gonna slip out, and then like you got to deal.
You're holding it with 2 hands.
Alex,
what do you mean?
Shock me.
Drumsticks aren't even chicken wings. Drumsticks are drumsticks. I want
drumsticks are chicken wings.
No, they're not.
They're all the same thing.
I'll throw this to Sam/Lucas.
I don't know if we wanted to talk, Survivor.
I want to rehash Xander's absolute getting snaked out of $1 million.
Yes.
Like that was so brutal.
It was so undeserving. I don't know if I would call the win deserved personally.
The funniest part about it was Survivor posted the resumes on their Twitter feed of Erica and Xander's is longer and better.
I think one of Erica's was like something to do with Heather or like
Xander just didn't do a good job of like explaining himself, and then this is what happened.
I really hope he comes back. To play.
He's gonna come back 100%.
Like I think that's
gonna come back. They're gonna want Shan back.
Anyways, but I guess this could be a good time to pose the question to Lucas because I know we told him about this question. That I think Pete asked. Is that who do you think from the spotlight would win on Survivor? Jack, you can participate too, but
I think I said Sam, and then I said Keaton is second.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's what I said, and then the rest is a mismatch. But no, Alex will be last.
I think I would be last.
No. Alex would be last because she'd be like, "What's up, guys?" Like, I'm out here.
No, why do I feel like you said Alex would be a medevac?
Oh, that's right. Alex would be a medevac.
Oh, my sciatica. We gotta get her. Jack, who do you think?
Yeah,
take a shot.
For someone to survive for 39 days and
no, it's not even 39 days anymore.
Is it like a team or is it one person?
So you start on as a team and then
individual.
Yeah.
Sam and Keaton, maybe.
Oh, thank you again.
Sam for sure.
Sam knows that game inside and out. Not to say that you don't, Keaton, but I just think
that's what it felt like. All the true spotlighters will know this, but for those who haven't had a chance to see it yet, we have rebranded in the year 2022. After some intense searching for Instagram usernames, because apparently everybody and their uncle has used the Spotlight, we have rebranded ourselves to the Spotlight.media. So we are completely
on
here.
TikTok too. We're on TikTok, guys.
We're on TikTok now.
No.
Yes, we're on TikTok.
No,
I'm gonna
you're
post
not.
tonight.
Get the
This
heck out of
episode-
here.
Clips from this episode will probably be on TikTok.
You- Moving on, I think we've all seen it here.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex, have you seen it?
I
was
saw
finally
Spider-Man No Way Home on Tuesday.
So good.
This was sitting beside me. I was like, full
Yeah.
on tapping his shoulder.
You know,
I had to
whatever.
give you guys tissues.
Kayla and I were sharing the Tom Holland blanket, like it was on our
Yeah.
legs. I have to say, one of my favorite moments was beside Kayla in the theater when Jamie Foxx's Electro appears, and all I hear from beside me is Kayla go, "Whoa!" It's like, "Oh, okay." I was like,
What was
"Okay."
everybody's favorite moment? Because like I feel
Um,
like that's necessary.
The house scene. Goodbye. That was the only. I need
Because
to. I can
Therese
rewatch
got
it.
Okay,
it right away.
okay. Which
in
entrance?
the theater?
Which entrance, Toby?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because obviously people have different like which one they
Mhm.
value more. So like there's degrees to
There's
that.
Okay, but you
reason
can't
why-
deny you can't
there's a
deny
reason why.
Mr. Peter 3 didn't steal the entire movie.
Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home did well. For Andrew is tied
Yes.
up his story
Yes.
because he totally got gypped with not getting a third.
Saves
and
MJ.
They're really
see-
talking about a third
you
movie
see
though for
them,
him
they're
right
like
now.
Dude.
he saves MJ, and you even hear him talk like about being
Honestly,
insecure and needing that
yeah.
kind of validation, and that conversation between him and Toby on the scaffolding I think is so nice because he talks
Bro.
about
I love it.
like
They're
not-
amazing.
you guys did this and this and I didn't do that, and he was like, no, you are. Like I thought that was so
So-
important for him because
Yeah.
I think in his alternate universe I don't think that much time is meant to have passed since Gwen, and
Yep.
so like I don't know, I just thought that they did a really nice job of that. And even
Yeah.
the scene in the lab when he was like, nah, it just comes out of me, like Toby was like,
Yeah.
no,
that was-
Dude,
it's just like I thought
Every
that was so
fan
cute.
like
Yeah.
theory and
Honestly.
wish that we wanted came true.
Came true.
And it
we
was
even got the Spider-Man meme scene.
Yep.
Like the
It
whole
was
like
close.
the
I
point-
wouldn't
was
say
close
it's
enough.
entire like I'll
It was
give it
close
I'll give
enough.
it I'll give it a pass. I wouldn't give it like a full A star. Like
Yeah.
but,
I
like,
agree.
even like the back cracking scene, like Toby just like
Oh,
screamed like
yes.
older brother
Oh,
My
yeah.
like the
God.
entire movie.
not that I love you guys. Like
When
bro.
this
like-
was the best performance by all the actors in it, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like this was
Dude,
Tom's best
like-
movie by far.
And
That
I
was
like
it.
Tom Holland now.
So good.
Like I don't know how cinema can do better, to be honest. Like
It's number one for me on my Marvel rankings.
it's
Like
Because Sam, you were sitting beside me, and I just see in my peripheral, Sam would just go
I'm
forward.
just oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I blacked out when Andrew was going to save MJ, all this stuff, and I'm like,
that was my favorite scene.
Yeah, that was that.
That
was
one.
top
That
five.
was the best scene for me. Like his acting in that moment, like when he
Like
are
the
you okay?
emotion.
Like
Yeah.
I was just like I bawled. Like I was like I'm
And
done.
everyone
He got
knew.
me. Like Andrew Garfield is like a top tier actor and is so underrated.
Yeah.
So underrated. I'm surprised there
I can
weren't
handle
more
it.
deaths. I have to say
Mhm.
that. I
Yeah.
thought there was
I
gonna
thought he
be a
was gonna
second
die.
one for sure, but the
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah.
Aunt May's the only one that really died, like I was surprised because I mean we were talking about it on the way to the theater. We're like, Matt's like, Green Goblin's gonna somebody up.
Yeah.
Like he's like 3. He's
well,
going
you
for
guys have to keep in
3.
mind
I'm
too. Like I
yeah.
got spoiled the Aunt
You
May
did.
thing.
You
And
did.
I- Yeah.
She did.
And so like oh, you guys are like, oh, this person's gonna die. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna die.
I thought Toby was gonna die for a second at the end.
That
but
was
we're gonna
the
lose him.
original plan.
That was the
actually,
plan. Mhm.
that he was
I'm
going to
glad
die
they
from
didn't.
this.
You
I'm
can't
s-
kill off the best Spider-Man though, right? So
Yeah, you can't. You really can't.
The Harry Potter reunion.
Just very emotional. I cried.
So many emotions while I was watching that, you guys. Like
I just felt so bad for when Emma Watson is like the most horrifying thing is when I had to kiss Rupert Grint. I'm like that you're
I don't want to hear that.
you're
Us kissing was
Oh, yeah?
the most horrifying thing either of
Oh,
us have
yeah.
ever had to go through.
My Hermione heart is quaking right now. Like I can't handle this.
no, but it was so I loved like what she said about Tom Felton, and I was like,
Like, do you think they're gonna
Oh,
be a
she was
couple who like a Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher situation where like down the road they're
been
gonna like
waiting
find their way to each other?
Right.
been
That would
waiting-
be magical if that happened. weekend. I would absolutely love that.
Jack, have
I've
you
seen a
watched
couple
Harry
clips of
Potter?
them.
No, not yet.
Wait, Jack, you've never seen any of the Harry Potter?
Never seen Harry Potter, never seen Lord of the Rings.
2 legends have passed away in the past week. Just today, breaking news, Sidney Poitier died today. Really iconic Black actor from, I'd say the 20th century, definitely. But the more well-known one, she didn't want to join us in 2022. Betty White passed away on New Year's Eve.
2 weeks before her birthday.
I know People had an original magazine cover, which was Betty White at 100, which they just recently pulled and released a new one, which is Betty White, I think the loss of a golden girl or something. And so they changed it to honor her like that. Debate time. So, yeah. So we're going to start with the best thing to have come out of 2021. This could be movies, shows, events, personal things, just anything that really made 2021 better than the dumpster fire it kind of turned into near the end there. So let's start with Sam. So Sam, in your opinion, some of the best things to come out of 2021. Guys, my dog just got here. Sorry, I can hear her. Do you want me to go get her?
Sure.
Yes.
Surprise
Yeah, let me
appearance.
get
Gingy.
Hi.
Oh, the dog runs away from her.
I don't want to be here.
Gingy. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Hi.
Oh, her little leg.
Oh, so cute.
You're gonna have to put this in the title: Lucas and Jack featuring Keaton.
This is Ginger. Can you hear her? Hello. Want to go say hi to Carson? Say bye.
Bye.
So cute.
Bye, Ginger.
Bye. She's so cute.
Ginger is
Oh
not
my
happy.
gosh.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, Ginger wants to go see Carson.
She wasn't. She didn't sound too happy.
Go get her. Go get her. Oh, okay. He took off the other. Wait, what did you guys see? What did you guys see?
And the other way.
Oh wait, I missed. Oh, Ginger. Yeah, she went. She's looking for Carson.
That was kind of embarrassing.
Wait, who are you laughing at?
That
Me?
could totally be a meme.
What
Oh my
happened?
god!
What if they literally ran the other way?
Ginger?
And she
You're like, go.
the other way.
That's where Carson's room is that way. She was looking for Carson earlier, but then she doubled back. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my answer here.
Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. So instantly, a bunch of movies and TV shows come to mind. Obviously, the ton of Marvel content that we got. I don't think we're gonna get another year with as much Marvel content for a while. Because we had multiple movies and multiple TV shows.
We completely agree.
Sorry, not Chris.
How far? Chris.
Dressed up too.
Came for the occasion.
It's just gonna be looking over your shoulder.
Continue.
That's Big Brother right there.
Getting to work on cool projects. Therese and I got to work in a group on a 15-minute documentary this year. Obviously, Spark of Fire and Practicum, all the spotlight stuff, and just hanging out and seeing friends again.
Bro, that was 2021? The doc?
The dog was 2021.
First thing I wanted to mention was obviously cinemas opening again. Serotonin, first movie I watched in cinema was Fast and Furious 9. Marvel movies were unreal. Not only the movies, obviously, but the TV shows. Like Sam was right. They did literally come through with the content. The Picnic, The Cottage.
Yeah.
I don't know. We did a lot of stuff this year, and I loved it because I know in 2020 we hardly saw each other.
Just Chris.
You guys.
Hi, sisters. How's it going, Chris? Good.
No. Definitely.
I would say overall, probably the vaccine, being able to, because then you get to do everything else, right? So it starts with that. So seeing friends and family again, going to concerts, sporting events, all that stuff.
So I wasn't expecting everyone to take it so seriously.
Of course you didn't. McDouble or double cheeseburger. That's Alex's mindset coming into these shows.
Shout out to Pfizer. You guys were truly the MVP of 2021. Yeah, okay. So what I was actually gonna say is, no hate, but please don't judge me. the Morgan Wallen album.
Oh my god.
How do I leave the Zoom call?
I can't even look at you.
It was a great album.
Keaton, someone screenshot. Someone
Looks
screenshot
like
this.
it's couples therapy.
I got it. Whoa. But anyways, a shout out to everyone. Like honestly, okay, let me get a little bit serious. The cottage trip was like probably my favorite part of the year.
For me, the best thing to come out of 2021, obviously all the Marvel content, like we love to see it. We've been fed and I love it. Also getting to become a lot closer with like people in the program, whether it's like parties or spotlight adventures or like Spark a Fire, like we love to see it. And yeah, that's everything for me.
I mean, it was mixed emotions 2021. I'd say starting my job with TSN was pretty cool. Coming on this show 3 times now over the past years was pretty cool. Coming out to Toronto as well, seeing everybody again, because after a year and a half, that really sucked. Just like being out here, and like I feel it now. Like I miss being out there and seeing everybody. But
So you like being on the East Coast, is what I'm hearing.
you guys make it worth it, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, here is what it is. I mean, I love the milk and not bagged, so that's nice.
There's nothing wrong with bagged milk. It's economically.
Dog milk is the only way to go.
It's economical.
Also, the milk tastes better out here too, but that's just an entirely different.
Ontario cows. Like I see the Ontario dairy sticker, and I just get crazy. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite memories. Want to come with? No, I'm kidding. Like it's ahead. Some of my favorite memories this year were receiving these cutouts, which live in the corner of my room. Spotlight, of course, I feel like I'm accepting an award. I'd like to thank the Spotlight for all the memories I've made this year. Any projects we did, Spark a Fire was so much fun. So I will say I entered 2021 a staunch hater of Harry Potter and was like, I have no interest. I don't want to watch it. And now I've seen them all and now I love it.
Dude,
and
wine night, like in the middle of summer, you're like, I'm never
Wine night,
watching.
yeah.
Spoil it for me. We didn't spoil it because we knew that you would crack, and you did. And
I did. And now I love Dobby. Getting to spend all the time with you guys was like top of my list for sure.
Do your Tom Hiddleston impression?
I only have a British accent. I can't like make it a male British accent. Like,
oh, we're going into the accents now again, are we? That was a pretty golden moment, if I have to say so myself.
Like, you know the shrimp from Shark Tale?
Yeah.
And he's like, please, I have a family. I have a family. I have a baby. And the baby lost his legs. And the baby lost his arms.
Oh my god.
Ian, that's why I need you to watch Master of Disguise, because I think that you would quote it all the time.
So guys, that's the end of our show today. Bradley. Just because my boyfriend's here, Alex, doesn't mean you have to bring yours. So that's the end of our show. Thank you very much to Jack and Lukas for helping make this inaugural 2022 episode the best it can be. This episode. And just to close it out, I'm just going to give you guys a little something to think about, Spotlighters. If you had to choose between a McDouble or a double cheeseburger, what would it be? Let us know in the comments below. Just some food for thought for you.
Oh no.
That was good.
And we're done.